Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
A Lexington restaurant falls victim to a burglary overnight. Police say the burglar went in through the air vent.
The Scott County coroners released the name of a man killed in a crash this weekend.
And Mitch McConnell and Allison Lundergan Grimes are set to debate tonight at 8 o'clock. There's been a ruling about the third-party candidate. Those stories and more and breaking news as it happens. It's coming up on WKYT This Morning. Good morning to you. It's welcome in. It's good to have you with us on this Monday. Hope you had a nice weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. For the first track on the weather, let's turn to meteorologist Jim Caldwell. Very loud evening for us, Jim.
It sure was. It was pretty tough out there across parts of central and southern Kentucky with rounds of showers and thunderstorms rolling through. And a lot of folks maybe got an early morning wake-up call with some of that thunder as well. We've got another complex of showers and storms that will approach us from our west. That'll sweep through central Kentucky, setting us up for more heavy rain, maybe even a stronger thunderstorm or two. Right now, what we have is a flash flood watch that runs all the way through 8 o'clock on Tuesday evening for this area highlighted. That includes Lexington, back to Danville, Frankfort, Harrodsburg, all included in on this. You can see it stretches back into Louisville as well, as this looks to be the primary zone to see heavy rain. However, we could see even more try to stretch out into southern and eastern Kentucky as well as we start rolling through the day today, especially into the early morning hours. A lot happening weather-wise, guys. I'll break it down coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, plenty to watch. Thank you. Let's get to the news.
Crews in Scott County spent much of Sunday afternoon cleaning up a deadly crash. It is the third fatal accident this week.
And Sunday's accident on Highway 460, the Scott County coroner says 44-year-old Philip Tracy III from Georgetown is the person who died at the scene. WKYT Sam Smith talked to one man who tried to direct traffic before police got there.
This road that connects Georgetown and Frankfort has seen car accidents before.
I've heard crashes toward Frankfort, the west end of 460, but never on the east end.
Herndon Price has lived along 460 for 25 years and was home during the latest crash on this road.
But when I was outside, I did hear a big loud bang, and that's what it was. At that time, I did not know it was a severe accident, which it was.
Price lives near the crash site and helped divert traffic until first responders arrived.
But I knew it was something bad.
There were 3 vehicles and 4 people involved in this crash. The coroner says the driver of this Camry was Philip Tracy III of Georgetown. We're told he crossed the center line and sideswiped this pickup truck. The truck flipped on its side and caught fire. Tracy was killed in the accident. He died from blunt force trauma to the body. His mother was in the passenger seat. She's in critical condition. The driver of the truck has non-life-threatening injuries. Another car swerved to avoid wrecking, but that car slammed into a rock wall. That driver declined to be transported.
That's one of the most horrible things that can happen, and our thoughts and prayers are with them.
In Scott County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
And Goebel says that driver inattention is what led to the crash. Laurel County sheriffs are investigating another crash that happened this weekend. They say a woman got out of a car that was sitting idle on the side of the road and ran into the middle of the highway where a second car hit her. Deputies arrested Rhonda Klaus, Chad Martin, and Timothy Ayers. They are now facing intoxication charges. We're told the victim was arguing with her husband, Chad Martin, when she left the car. Crews airlifted her to UK hospital with serious injuries.
Kentucky State Police continue to investigate a deadly fire in McCreary County. Investigators say they found 3 people in the bedroom of a home on Sycamore Trail in Whitley City. Police think David Perkins, Lisa Perkins, and Shanlen Crabtree died from smoke inhalation. Right now, police do not suspect foul play, but they are still trying to figure out what exactly caused the fire. Well, families across the state are still cleaning up from this week's severe storm damage. The Better Business Bureau continues to encourage homeowners to watch out for traveling scam artists. Just this week, the BBB sent out an advisory asking those in Harrison and Bourbon counties to do their homework because they say a lot of companies are coming from out of town, and the Bureau says you'll want to be sure you can contact repair crews if you have trouble down the road.
People who won't give you anything in writing. Maybe they urge you not to check them out with the Better Business Bureau. They're vague when you ask for information. Above all, if they want all the money up front, if you're paying cash, run away. That's a definite red flag.
Well, Paris's city manager says its severe storms Tuesday destroyed 2 homes in the Claysville neighborhood.
New this morning, Lexington police say a burglar destroyed a safe to get its contents this morning. It happened about 2:15 at the Logan's Roadhouse on South Broadway. Lexington police say a man entered through the air vents and made his way to the restaurant's safe. They say that man destroyed the safe and made off with an unknown amount of cash. Investigators say he left out the back door. As of right now, they have no description of the suspect. A Central Kentucky man accused of raping a child is set to face a judge today. Lexington police arrested Luis Torres on rape charges last Friday. Investigators say the victim was under the age of 12. They accused Torres of subjecting the victim to sexual abuse on several occasions. Torres will face his preliminary hearing this morning in Fayette District Court.
Well, police are calling him a sexual predator. Friday, Lexington officers arrested Grant Bertram at a home on Scottish Trace. They say Bertram traveled from Kentucky to Florida, where he had sex with a girl between 12 and 16 years old. The Florida detective working the case says the two met at an online game site called World of Warcraft. Families who lived only a couple doors down from Bertram in Lexington are worried for their children's safety.
It really pulls the carpet out from under you. It makes us rethink our strategies now for, protecting our children and what we need to do for, our neighborhood.
Bertram is scheduled to appear in court today for an arraignment. He's being held in the Fayette County Detention Center on a $200,000 bond. A one-year-old child's death has been ruled a murder. State police say a man in charge of caring for him actually killed him. State police arrested 25-year-old Joseph Adams Friday afternoon in Boyle County. They say he injured the child at a home in Junction City. KSP says that 13-year-old died at the hospital. The toddler's mother was not home to comment on what happened, but neighbors say they're shocked.
It is a very sad day today. It just feels like one of my own has passed away, It hurts so bad.
Again, we want to correct that. That's 13-month-old, not 13-year-old. So this is a toddler. Joseph Adams is charged with murder and is now at the Boyle County Detention Center.
4:37 on WKYT this morning. Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell will hold their first televised debate tonight. McConnell and Grimes will square off tonight at 8 o'clock on KET's Kentucky Tonight program. Award-winning host Bill Goodman will be moderating that debate. There will be no live audience in attendance, but a KET spokesman says viewers will be able to call in questions for the candidates. A federal judge denied Libertarian U.S. Senate candidate David Patterson's request to force the public broadcaster to include him in the debate. The judge ruled KET did not exclude David Patterson from the debate because of his political views. Libertarian Party of Kentucky Chairman Kim Mollman says he is not happy with the decision. He says the state party does not have enough money, though, to appeal the ruling.
Adair County families who knew Captain Tony Grider will take to the basketball court today to raise money for his family. They're participating in the annual Adair County Emergency Services basketball game. This year, all proceeds will go to the Grider family. He died last month after being injured in an ice bucket challenge. He and fellow firefighter Alex Quinn were helping out the Campbellsville University band to complete the challenge when they got too close to some power lines. The game starts at 7 at Adair County High School. Admission is $5. We have an update now on the search for a missing Scott County teenager. Georgetown police say they located 15-year-old Cassandra Miller at about 9 o'clock Sunday morning. They say she'd been missing since Friday from her home in Georgetown. They didn't offer any information on when or where they found her, but they thanked everyone who helped out in the search. Police say she has been returned home.